I do want to just talk a little bit about anyone that is currently under 30 years old and just feel like they need a new path, a new way of living. I would consider starting a YouTube channel. YouTube is now coming to a point where people are making a living and all they're doing is setting up their phones, no mic, no expensive cameras, and they are finding ways to create something that is leaving behind longevity. And coming from me, I used to be on different other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, found many different ways to make money on there. And now that I'm using all my skills to come on YouTube, I realized that YouTube is definitely one of the most toughest platforms in terms of building it. But once it is built, there is a solid foundation that you can create and build the life that you want. Now, I've been doing this for about 2 months so far, and my first month was not great. A lot of my videos that I've posted has been not deleted, but archived, and I will say that it has not been easy. But throughout this journey of my second, close to third month, I have not seen progress. My views going up, people are now commenting, and there's just so much more that I have been implementing to better my content over the past couple of months. If you are someone who loves to express themselves, love to have a point of view, most day and age, not many people are in tune with being vocal. And if you are someone that is, in a sense, like you have something to say, consider doing a YouTube channel, because you can grow, not just for your channel, but just yourself internally. I learned a lot about myself and my character, the way I move, the way I operate on certain situations about life, and how I kind of express myself. And especially as us men, we don't express ourselves often. So this is probably one of the best ways to ever just not only learn about yourself, but to just get in tune with your emotions. Giving yourself like a 30-day challenge, post it every single day. You can do all types of content, but I would consider doing content like what I'm doing now, where you just set up your camera and you just start talking. This is probably one of the best decisions I ever made, because I'm kind of enjoying the fact that I'm able to just learn how to talk to myself, but at the same time, I'm talking to y'all, you know, the ones that are watching. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you leave a like and you comment. The clarity of actually building a solid community is totally different compared to other platforms. So doing it on YouTube is definitely the place to go once you figure out your niche and just figuring out what's your overall content is based on. And once you find your community is going to hold you down. So that's one thing that I've learned and enjoyed on this process, is that I've seen familiar profiles that people comment on, and seeing that they show up almost every other day, create some type of motivation behind me wanting to create more content and push out more videos. Whatever situation that you're going through, you don't need the most expensive cameras. You don't need the most expensive equipment. I'm using my phone, and there's a few things that I'm missing. I need a mic. I need a better light. You're more in tune with just kind of being okay with what you got. And once you understand and you identify that what you have right now is okay, that's all that matters. It's really like I used to have the best cameras. I used to have the best equipment, and all those things did not make my content any better. Maybe if I was consistent, but it didn't like spark up a new video and it just made thousands of views. You know, it wasn't what was needed. I do feel like just starting out with your camera is all you need, just as a start, like your phone camera. But right now I'm currently not working. I don't have a job at all. I quit my job to pursue YouTube and to take this as a mental clarity away from the matrix, if you want to call it. I don't like calling that a matrix, but we're gonna just use it for now. And it's just something to just really like learn and be more homage on, to finding what my true purpose is and finding the alignment of people that have the same similar backgrounds, and just creating something that we're all destined to be. And this is one of the many different ways that I can continue to thrive and keep pushing. I think that it's important for all of us to have something to chase not even chase, but just to manifest and to create the life that we deserve. At the end of the day, it's something that you can look back many years from now and see all your past videos and see the growth and what you've overcame. And I think that is just super necessary for us to just have this moment to create something that can last forever. And with YouTube, it seems like it's not going anywhere. So create that journey for yourself to not only better yourself internally, physically, and see the results while you're posting, but just also have that that mind frame of just being persistent and being consistent in what you believe in. And once you find that thing that you love to do with your videos, you're eventually gonna find something that is so empowering and strong for you to keep going with your videos, even if other people don't see what you have to offer, like friends and family, like all that, they're not gonna support, but that's completely normal. So just continuing that basis of wanting to grow and wanting to actually thrive into something is what's gonna give you that motivation, that confidence to wanna just challenge yourself. And especially, we love competition. We love competition. We love to be able to be number one. So this is like a good way of competing with yourself, because at the end of the day, it's you versus you. And with that mind frame of wanting to compete with yourself to actually be better than what you was yesterday, that's what creates a better version of who you were yesterday, today, and the next day. I started YouTube about 10 years ago, give or take, on and off, and I let go of this channel about 3 years ago. So now that I'm back, about close to 2 months now, it's been one good ride, and I've learned a lot about myself. So yeah, man, once again, I would consider doing this to learn more about yourself, once again, to figure out what's best for the type of content that you want to produce. And sometimes when you find your niche, you start to consume other people's content that might be beneficial towards what you're building. So it does create like a full circle moment for you to when you finally found that thing that really thrives you and gets you to that next level. So I would say consider creating a YouTube channel. Don't be too hard on yourself, because it's not going to be easy. It's not easy for anybody, but it's definitely something that is well worth it when you do get off through that threshold of that having no views or nobody commenting or nobody's supporting you. But just know that at the end of the day, there is always somebody watching, and I've learned that now, because I see people that call me, like friends, and they're like, oh man, I see you posting your content on YouTube. I'm just learning as I go, and it's not going to be perfect. So I would definitely say the same for you guys, to just keep posting, keep that momentum going when it comes to posting your content. Nobody's going to understand what you're doing but yourself. Nobody's going to believe in you but yourself. So another thing I do want to recommend, I always talk about in my videos, is to have a journal, and make sure it's an actual journal where you can just have something that looks solid, not just a little binder or whatever, just something that's really solid, so you can create an organization for yourself when it comes to creating your content and putting it out. And just make sure that every video that you do does create better content each time. And also use ChatGPT as your best friend while creating content. That definitely helped me in many different ways, and creating some type of creativity. And yeah, so I appreciate y'all once again. If you made it this far watching this video, if you're under 20, go ahead and start that, and I promise you it's gonna be well worth it once you finally do make it and you see the results that you want. Once again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Link in my description. I have an internet cash flow ebook that teaches you how to monetize yourself throughout all social media platforms, and I will catch you guys on to the next video.